Okay, can we give a round of applause for the panel forum here? We're going to close this up. We have a little bit of time left over, so we were going to do 1-minute closing statements from the candidates. I think we can stretch it out to 2 minutes if you'd like to have that time, and we'll start with Councilman Smotherman.
Well, before I start, let me make sure I say I love Scott Broden and I'm a subscriber to the DNJ. The thing that we need to make sure as legislators that we're doing is that we're preparing our state for growth, we're preparing them for the transportation needs of the future, that we're addressing the education issues that absolutely have to be addressed. We have to make sure that we address synthetic drugs, the gang issue, the crime issues that we're having. And in Murfreesboro alone, we've seen the death rate increase dramatically. And it's not because of handguns carriers, it's because of gangs, drugs, and domestic violence. Those are the issues, not guns. Certainly annexation, which hasn't come up tonight, but it's a huge issue when you start talking about municipalities and how they grow. It's not going to affect Ottawa if we change it at all, but it's going to affect Murfreesboro. That's the reason I think it's important that we have city officials on our legislature so that they understand in Nashville what the impact is that they're going to have on our community when they pass annexation laws. Certainly I'm a strong proponent of property rights, and if we can create an environment in which jobs can grow, and we don't want the government to create jobs, but we do want them to create an environment in which jobs can grow. And certainly one issue that hadn't come up tonight was human trafficking, and I'm out of time, but I'll be glad to talk to you after the meeting.
I'll pick up what Eddie's talking about human trafficking. I never knew that was even an issue until a former Detroit detective approached me, African-American lady in Laverne, and her and I have become pretty good friends, and she's helped me a whole lot. I mean, can you believe that's people are prostituting 13, 14-year-old girls and stuff? Who would think that this nation would fall into that? You know, a lot of that's going back to the drug issue, goes back to the root, goes back to the breakdown of the family. But there's so many issues out there. We're all in this together, folks. You know, it's like this hand. I can't cut off this thumb and think this hand's going to operate, you know, effectively. We're all in this together. There's so many myriad of issues up there at the Capitol. There needs more lobby. We need to have more lobbyists for the common man, for common issues. A lot of it's getting to be big corporate. You know, small businesses are having a tough time out there. Jobs, to me, is the number one issue. Tennessee's in good shape. We're the number one state to retire. We're the lowest debt state. We have the number one road system. They say Texas is. I say Tennessee is. Texas has a lot of debt. We pay as we go with our roads. A lot of good things happen in our community. You know, my office door will always be open. I just received NFIB's endorsement, home builders endorsement. Very conservative, proven conservative. Just passed a bill in God We Trust. The media try to act like it's controversial. Media creates controversy. I don't know if y'all know that. They create controversy. They really do. But instead of tackling a lot of issues, they create controversy. They interviewed me about this In God We Trust bill. Oh, it's so controversial. Everybody voted with me. Every Democrat voted with me. I applaud myself being effective and working well with my party and with Democrats.
Thank you guys for the time and giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you. For me, I want you to think about, as from a voter, if you're going to vote for somebody, why are you voting for them as opposed to voting against something? And compare me to my other two opponents. If your issue is Obamacare or Medicaid expansion, we have 99 representatives in Tennessee, not one physician up there in the House. I would be it. The Wall Street Journal had an article in October of 2013 that said Medicaid expansion was a middle-class entitlement program for nursing homes. I would like to have one of my opponents on record where he stands as far as Medicaid expansion goes. As far as pro-life goes, I would be the only physician in the House of Representatives. I've led on that. I've taken every positive pregnancy test we've had. I've treated as life. I will be the advocate for the woman as well, as far as prenatal care. With Common Core, again, I think it was Eddie, me, and maybe one other person running for office that was up there with in the freezing rain with Joe and Rick Womack standing against Common Core. Again, I've given talks on being a pro-gun advocate. I'm a lifetime member of the NRA. My wife and I both have our carry permits. As far as citizen empowerment goes, one of my opponents says putting you first. He's not here tonight. I am the only candidate trained in self-governance, so I am putting you first. I'm asking for your vote. If you want somebody up there who will be an advocate for you, I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'd like to invite you all now to take the chance whenever the candidates come down from the stage to ask some questions one-on-one. And other than that, please enjoy the rest of the night for socializing. And I'd like to again thank the panel that came here tonight. It was some great questions and definitely put them under the ringer on some of them. So, thank everybody for coming. Catherine, do you have any closing statements you want to make?
All of these panelists right here are experts in their particular field and with their organizations. So you can avail yourself if you have some questions about Amendment 1, Amendment 2, gun issues, Common Core, the hall tax. I'm sure that these panelists will be happy to stay for a little